So here we are, we're talking about paragraph 6F, data collection. This is about data collection. It's about what? It's about how we ask questions. It's about how we measure, how we count, and how we actually look at the data and process it. It's going to be quick. I'm going to cover the theory bit quite quick. Firstly, the very important word we need to know is census. Has anyone heard of the word census before? Yes? Spider-Man? Spider census?
Really?
I haven't heard of this one before. Okay. What does it mean, census? Basically, guys, census means I'm going to ask everyone, every single person. All right. So if I do a census to see, for example, how many people live in Brazil, it means, hello, I'm here. Who lives in this house? Hello, I'm here. Who lives in this house? I go door to door asking every single person in the country. That would be a census. Now, it doesn't have to be a census in the country, right? That's quite tricky. It might be a census in the school. A Escola Britânica. Unidades da Barra da Tijuca. I knock on every door. Hello, sorry, 6C, who is here? And I ask every single person. That would be a census of the school. I could do a census of class 6. What do I do if I do a census of class 6? 6A, 6B, 6C, 6D. That's it. If I do a census of class 11, I'll just go to class 11. Right? So you get the point. Census is asking every single person. Maybe. But then we have another word. When it's too tricky, when it's just really, really tricky to ask every single person, we instead take a sample. So we just choose a part of the people. Let's say I don't want to ask every single person in the country of Brazil, because there's about 200 million people in Brazil. It's going to take me ages. Let's say I will take 1,000 people. I take some people from Rio de Janeiro. I take some people from São Paulo. I take some people from Maranhão. I take some people from Rio Grande do Norte, Pernambuco, Alagoas, Bahia. Yes, if I keep going, there's 27, right? 26 plus 1. So basically, I go and ask people from each state, but just some. Now, this we call a sample. I will choose some. But now there's a question. How do I choose? Do I go and ask my friends, hi, you live in São Luís do Maranhão? Can you help me answer this question? We don't just go and ask friends, right? We have a specific process to make sure that this is actually going to be a good sample and the responses we get are good. So how do we do it? Basically, we need to do the following things. We need to make sure we choose an unbiased sample. That sounds very strange. What is unbiased? Maybe somebody I've never talked to before. Maybe not somebody, maybe not somebody who's my friend. Maybe not somebody who I know in advance that they have specific characteristics I'm interested in. Basically, it needs to be a sample that will be representative of my population. So what do I mean by that? Say I'm going to ask the entire population of Brazil something about smoking, right? I don't want to ask just smokers. I don't want to ask just people who don't smoke. I want to mix it up. I want to have a bit of everything, right? Say I ask people what their favorite food is, and I only ask people who eat meat. That's a bit weird, right? Always they're going to say, "Ooh, I love meat. Meat is the best." If I only ask vegetarians, they'll say, "Ooh, meat, bleh, horrible." And then I get my results. It will say, "Brazilians hate meat." You know, obviously this is a problem. So I want to make sure it's unbiased. So it doesn't have only people of a specific characteristic. Maybe. Then the other thing I need to do is this. Look at this. Sufficiently large sample. What does this mean? What does this mean? Sufficiently large sample. Can I ask, okay, let's go and find out what people think about football in Brazil. I'm going to ask 2 people. I'm going to ask, and is that enough? Is that enough to know what everyone believes in Brazil? No, it's just 2 people, right? Obviously, 2 people can have so many specific opinions. You need to ask a sufficiently large sample, and that is absolutely right. Even if I were to ask the entire school, that's not enough. I would need a bigger sample than that. I need quite a few people. Right? So basically, we need a large sample, and we want to make sure it's unbiased. Yes, it would be. In fact, it would be a census if I asked the entire school. It would be a census of the school. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit of practice here. In fact, I'll keep on recording and we'll do some of these together. Now, let's discuss this. Should a census be used or should we take a sample for 1A? We want to find out how old people in a shopping center are. So let's think about it. Would a census work better or a sample? They're saying sample. But census, you could do a census would mean asking every single person in the shopping center. If we want to, we could do that, right? No? Yes? But yes, you're right. Would you say you want to find out something, right? Would you personally go into the shopping center and just ask some of the people, or would you ask every single person? I would ask some of the people as well. I think it's a little bit tricky to ask everyone, right? Yes. Yes. Would you be able to get good results just by asking 100 people instead of 10,000? Probably. I mean, if you make sure that your sample maybe is big enough, maybe 100 is not big enough, but maybe 1,000 instead of 10,000. Because, for example, some shopping centers might have thousands of people coming and going every day. So there, I would say, because of the sheer magnitude, I would go with a sample. I think sample is just easier because shopping centers can have loads of people. Yes, let's do it, guys. Shopping centers. Yeah, we are doing just question 1 together. Yes, bless you. What about B? The weights of coins produced at a mint. That would be like a factory, if you like. Eyes on the board. Let's do this. Mint. It means like a factory which produces cut coins, right? Should you weigh every single coin, all of the coins, hundreds or millions of coins, or should you just select some? I would take a sample. Sample, because otherwise the numbers would be so big, so tricky to actually weigh every single coin. Okay, again, easier for obvious reasons. Now, the prices of items on a restaurant menu. Why? What do you think? Census is checking every single value. Every single thing. What do you think? Census or sample? For restaurant. Sample is only take some. Like, I'll pick some, right? So sample is, I've got all of these things. I'll take 1, 2, 3. Let's look at these things only. Census is, I'm going to look at the first one, the second one, the third one. I'm going to look at everything. I'm going to check every single thing. Yes, the girls were right. The girls were right. Is right. And somebody else was about to say, what were you about to say? Census, why is that? Because everyone else said it and Mr. said is correct. No, but yes, but why is that okay? Why is it so easy to do? Exactly. Census is easy because why? Because list of items in a menu is not that big. Yeah. No, you don't need to write why. I'm just justifying to help you understand. Okay, next one. Let's do this one as well. Okay, let's do this one together as well. A research company wants to survey people on whether smoking should be banned in all public places. So they go outside the building. They go outside a building, a big company, and they ask those people during office hours. During office hours means while people are working. So why are people outside the building during those times? Have you noticed that sometimes people are standing outside the building smoking? Okay, so now I go and ask those people and I say, hi, should smoking be banned in all public places? What do you think? Why are they going to say no? Why are those people going to say no? Yeah, so here you're asking smokers. They're not profiting, they're smoking themselves, right? But you are asking those people, right? You go to these people, hello, these people right here, and you say, hi, should we stop people from smoking in public places? They're going to say, absolutely not. Why are they going to say no? Because they just love smoking, right? They love smoking. And then this person says, huh? Should we not ban it? So basically, yes, let's put it this way. In this case, why is it not a good thing to do? Why should we not ask them? Because it's going to be biased. Why is it going to be biased? Because smokers... Yes, so who should you ask? Mix it up. Yeah. You should ask people who smoke and people who don't smoke. You should have a big sample and see what people think in general, not just people who smoke. Yes. Yeah, or maybe go inside while everyone is inside and ask everyone. Yes.
During office hours.
They're likely to say no to banning smoking.
But it's not their choice. They're giving an opinion, not their choice.
Yes, because they smoke. So basically, it's unfair to ask only them, because now only their opinion will be overrepresented. Yes, it's going to be just them. You know, you can't just have one group of people deciding. And also, let's keep in mind that when somebody's doing something that's causing harm to others, we have to take that into account as well, right? That's what they've done with banning smoking in public places. Right, what about question 3? A school has 820 students. We select 40 of them to complete a survey on the school uniform. By the way, school uniform, you know what it is. You've got, you know, school uniform as well, kinda. So now, firstly, they're saying, what is the size of the target population? Sorry? 820, that's it. So the population, population, yes, for those who need the translation, because it's so different. The target population is what? It's all of the people that we're interested in, all of them, right? The big group. So in this case, that would be 820. Whereas a sample is the small part that we choose, and exactly right. Who said 40 now? Was it? Excellent, nicely done. The sample is what? Is the small bit that we chose. What is sample in Portuguese? Sample, anyone? I don't know what it is. Feel free to check it out. It would be a good idea to know, right? Because this is something that comes up in everyday life. You will have things coming up on television talking about this sort of thing. Okay, got it. So sample, guys, is amostra, whereas target population would be população alvo. Yes? Okay, so here this would be população alvo. Okay, I'm stopping the recording, guys. Let's remember how we do column graphs, etc. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now.